Cutting scale, guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are here with more Destiny stuff to go over. Of course, we have gotten today's twab. We are going to be going over what is kind of said, and the main kind of thing that's going to get my interest out of it. Now, there's a ton in this. You can actually read it yourself. It's on their website. There's so much about PvP changes that are going to be coming in terms of maps, new maps we're getting. There's a lot of stuff about, of course, game modes that are going to be returning, leaving, all this sort of jazz, competitive updates. There's so much, and I'm not going to go over it all. There's better people for that. But what I'm usually good at, okay, I'm not going to say I'm great. What I'm usually good at, though, is looking over the new weapons we're going to get, okay? And the ones we are going to be getting returning to loot pools and with updated perks are going to be, of course, the dungeon freaking weapons from the Lost Prophecy. So yeah, the Prophecy dungeon is going to be getting its loot pool updated once again, which honestly is really cool, considering that I'm pretty sure Prophecy dungeon, it's free for all players, right? New to play players, free to play players all can use this dungeon and grind out for it. So this is going to be really interesting. It's bringing back a bunch of new weapons, so you see you can get yourself the prosecutor auto rifle. It's gonna have the adjudicator. It's gonna have the goat, which we're gonna go over today, which is gonna be Relentless. It's gonna be bringing these back with some updated perk pools and a brand new origin trait, which looks like it's gonna be cracked out its mind for PvP. Basically, it's gonna be called crossing over the origin trait, and weapons have increased range and handling on the top half of the magazine, and bottom half of the magazine does increase damage. So you can sort of think of glass half full, but both halves actually do something. So Amalon fluid dynamics maybe at the top, and then it's glass half full at the bottom. It's freaking nuts. I mean, this origin trait's going to go absolutely ham on any weapon. But as I said, Relentless is going to be one of the pulse rifles that will be returning. So Prophecy had its weapons returned before. Some of them didn't make the cut. Some of them did. Relentless was one of the ones that didn't make the cut, though. And this was one of the goats back in the day. A lot of people didn't really go for this one, but this was a Trials of the 9 weapon. And it was nutty. For me, I loved it so much. Headseeker for me has always just been a god tier perk. This was still really freaking good. This thing could go absolutely in. So yeah, we're going to showcase what this is like in some PvP right now and why you should be excited for the GOAT freaking Prophecy weapon to return, boys. This is legit one of the best. So without further ado, let's go into some PvP with the Relentless Pulse Rifle. Alrighty, so we are going to be on Pacifica with a little chonky boy that is the Relentless. And guys, when I say it's a chonker, it actually looks kind of like a shotgun, but don't worry, guys. This is a 340 pulse now. This should be really nice. It is going to be Pacifica, though, with a 340, so I'm probably going to get blasted by everyone under the sun. And that guy's lagging his ass off. Yo, young man. Die. Oh my god, he took like a year to die. But this is 340. You can kind of see it will bounce a little bit, and there is no real mods on this because obviously it's one of the old school sort of weapons, so realistically I can't put mods or freaking anything else really on it. But it does hit like an absolute truck, and it does of course have this like scope that's really clean. And the outbreak, that's a 450 against 360, and I freaking traded. You know what? We'll take that, boys. We'll freaking take it. But this is the god, I'm telling you, with the Headseeker and everything. This was like legit one of the original pulse rifles with a Headseeker roll. And it used to just go absolutely ham on everyone. Now this, I think this is the laggy dude. Yep, died around the corner. But this used to honestly go ham really well in PvP. As I said, this was like an old Trials of the 9 sort of weapon. I used to love this thing. This thing was just an absolute beast. Back when it was double primaries, Headseeker could come in so freaking clutch because you had to take your fights obviously with primaries. And we got this guy. But you had to take your fights with primaries and everything. So it used to be just really handy in some engagements just to kind of spam the body a little bit and then get your headshots kind of going in. And yo, young man, get back here. But yeah, you can definitely see that this pulse, it is really sweet and everything. I really do like this pulse rifle. As I said, it's just so nice that we're getting the goat back. I was so sad when the Prophecy came back before and we didn't get anything else. Thanks for the team shots. But we got a bunch of the other weapons back, like Last Breath and all that, and some other pulse rifles like Judge, or hand cannons like Judgment and whatnot. And guys, stop with the freaking worm, please. Oh, I'm so dead. I missed the shot. But yeah, when Prophecy weapons came back before, it was okay. We actually beat him. But when the Prophecy weapons came back before, we got things like Last Breath and everything, which was nice. Don't get me wrong. Those weapons were really sweet. But this pulse is just so nice. You can see, look at this range. It's 340. And this is without any of those like extra sort of perks. I mean, it's got the snapshot and has freaking, of course, Headseeker, but I don't really have any of those juicy ass perks you kind of get going nowadays, like kill clips, of course. Okay, I didn't get freaking blasted here. Buddy, you want to fight this again, right? There he is. Fight me. Do not fight me. What is this guy using? It's like some hand cannon he's just nailing me with. But yeah, I definitely do think that this pulse, it's just so freaking sweet. As I said, we can hit your headshots and everything with it. You will do absolute work now. There is people everywhere, and oh, he's up my ass with a sidearm meta. Oh, it's a sidearm freaking meta. And the other thing I will say too is that it's not just come back with new perks and everything. It's actually come back with, oh, that's a freaking, oh, it's a sparrow. Oh my god, get me back, let me heal. It's not just, of course, the the weapon has come back with updated perks and everything. It's actually coming back with, of course, the new crossover thing. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's trying to freaking sparrow me. Get back here, young man. Get your ass back here. But he's getting that new origin trait that is going to honestly be super, super dope. Basically, as I said, that glass half full sort of perk. But yeah, as I said, this sort of pulse rifle, it is really, really freaking sweet and everything. As I said, the damage is definitely going to be there. If you kind of just hit your shots and everything with it. Now there's people... Oh, on my left. Young man. Oh my god, but yeah, you can definitely see if you hit your shots and everything with it, it's just going to be nice. There is definitely times. And, oh my god. What's going around with the sparrow? I appreciate a guy just YOLOs it around with the sparrow to try to get kills. But there will definitely be times where you can see it's a little bit inaccurate, but that's just because I have full bore on, first of all. And I just can't stick on like any real stability perks or whatnot. It makes sense, guys. There's no fuel barrels or anything either. But this, as I said, this is what the guns used to be like back in the day. No freaking set rolls. So if you got used to them, you could just absolutely freaking annihilate people. Really clean ass scope, obviously to highlight enemies. What is not to love about this weapon? I'm telling you, the Relentless, when this comes back, it's going to be a goated sort of freaking kinetic. I know it could come actually back as an energy, but I feel like it has to be kinetic, right? Yo, young man. No, young man. There we go. Freaking have the highlighter, buddy. If you're going to hide in smoke, I could actually see you. The weapon could technically come back like an arc weapon or something like that, because technically, and it's still laggy, dude. Yo, what the hell am I meant to do with that? I actually got the kill as well. What? How am I meant to anticipate this, huh? How am I meant to do anything about it? And, buddy. Oh, get him. No, he's 1 HP. Oh my god, how does he not die? Yeah, it could come back arc or anything like that. As I said, there is a couple of different ways it can come back. It can come back stasis. It can come back, of course, strand as well. So it is going to be just kind of what Bungie decided to bring it back as. But as I said, if it comes back in any sort of fashion, I'm hoping it stays with the same bullet, because I love how chunky it kind of sounds. And also, the weapon model is just so freaking sweet. So I hope it actually comes back as like a stasis or something like that. But overall, as I said, this pulse rifle, it is still like a banger. And this is the laggy, dude. I mean, what the hell? How am I meant to kill a guy who's teleporting around the place all one go? We'll chat you up here though again real quick. And this is what I mean. When you get those headshots going, I'm telling you. Oh my god, it could be so freaking nice. Now, I have my well, buddy. We might as well just pop it like it's hot. Ah! Hey boys, I'm freaking here just to get freaking spread democracy. Yep. Oh my god, of course it is. Of course you're here with that. Oh, thank god I got teammates. Thank god we got some freaking teammates here. But this isn't like a really base version. I mean, there is no real good perks kind of going in this part of the freaking head seeker. But other than that, there's nothing else really. Like outlaw or freaking snapshot isn't exactly going to be the best perk in the world. So you can definitely see that when this gets actually updated perks and whatnot, this thing could be absolutely insane. Give it some ricochet rounds. Oh! What the? Buddy. Give this some ricochet rounds though and everything like that, and give it some other perks. This thing could be absolutely nasty, and bye-bye, buddy. This is the GOAT, boys. This is the original freaking GOAT. Other people had their freaking judgments, their adjudicators. Better Devils, I think at the time, was the meta as well. But this is legit the GOAT, and I didn't even get that guy. Freaking stupid ass worm husk users just dodging around, making specters, and freaking surviving. But yeah, this used to be one of my favorite guns back in the day. This legit, once I pick my hands up on this, I just legit what am I? Kill him, please! But this was one of the best weapons I used back in the day. As I said, when Trials 9 was a thing and all that, and it was double primary. Relentless was goated. Darks before came in afterwards. It started absolutely slaying, but Relentless was the OG GOAT pulse rifle. I'm telling you, this thing, it's gonna be absolutely glorious once it comes back. Relentless itself, be freaking, I'd say hyped, I would say, definitely for this patch to come in, because tons of changes across the board anyway. It's going to make a big difference to a lot of different PvP metas and everything like that. But 340 pulse rifles are always going to be in a good spot, and this one in particular should be absolutely banging. You can already see, even with like kind of these full bore, head seeker, and snapshot, it's already kind of in and around able to contend with meta weapons. But this thing is a chonker. It feels really, really smooth. It's one of the GOATs, as I said. It was one of my babies, boys. Back in the day, this was one of the original pulse rifles that I'd use. But if it does come back with all these new perks and everything like that, this thing should be an absolute freaking powerhouse. And on top of that, with that new ardent trait that is the crossing over, the ardent trait is just going to be absolutely crass. You think of like field tested being like insanely good ardent trait. Crossing over seems like it's going to be just absolutely cracked dead, especially on weapons that kind of just bode well for having large mags or getting to the bottom half of the magazine. But the Relentless itself, be hyped for it, boys. It is coming back. Prophecy dungeon updates are going to be super, super nice with these weapons, because honestly, these weapons, Trials 9's weapons always did crap. These things are just so beautiful. Not just weapon-wise in terms of perks and everything, but aesthetically, they are beautiful as well. But regardless, if you liked the video, throw us a like, and you want to see more content, subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.